So if you look around the headphone community, again, I agree that the AKGs sound lumpy and unnatural and fatiguing in their own way. I mean, you can see people talk about the mids sounding very harsh and colored, and the treble having a bunch of peaks, and the fundamentals sounding thin. So, I mean, you can listen to audio samples of AKG headphones like the K701s, K702s, and clearly hear that stuff. Again, some of their headphones are actually very warm in the fundamentals, but they still have a lot of harsh, funky coloration in the mids and treble. So, again, people buy those headphones. They sound very bright and clear, and they have big sound stages, but they sound very unnatural and fatiguing. So they gravitate towards Sennheiser, which are more warm, and they don't have the thing is, a lot of Sennheisers do have some peaky treble in their overpriced, like 660Ss and stuff. And the thing is, I think that the main issue is headphones just overall are so bad that these, like the 600s, start to look fairly decent. And people keep gravitating back to them, only to realize that, again, that they sound veiled and fatiguing in the high mids and overly warm. And people glamorize that because, again, where are you going to go? AKG? You go to Biodynamic and they talk about the mountainous treble, overly bright and stuff like that. It's like picking your poison. It's like, each headphone company is like some alien race. Do you want to be part of the overly warm, veiled Sennheiser trash? Do you want to be part of the overly bright and unnaturally colored and harsh, lumpy AKG? Do you want to be part of the mountainous treble, overhyped treble Biodynamics? Do you want to be part of the, Audio-Technica? Their shit is lumpy and unnatural too. I mean, wherever you look, wherever you go, it's nothing but disappointment with headphones. And I picked Sennheisers. And again, it's not the fact that I want overly hyped treble, which it's the fact that these don't have any detail in the treble. Some people claim they do. It's just that they're not overhyped. I don't believe that. I believe the people who say that there is no detail in the treble and it sounds veiled, like they're... See, all of this stuff is very confusing, very disorienting. And people who even review headphones and have used all of these headphones gravitate back to this headphone because of it does sound transparent in audio samples. It does sound transparent compared to a lot of stuff that's out there. It's just there's enough wrong with these that I find them personally unusable. I need detail in the treble. I don't want them to sound extremely fatiguing. I mean, these things are a deal breaker. The Philips 9500s may have been lumpy, but at least they had a detail in the treble. And honestly, the amount of fatigue on these headphones is actually, I would say, worse than the Philips. I think, again, it's 5 kilohertz, which is a critical spot for the human voice that you don't want to fuck up. And they managed, some people say it's, around 3 kilohertz. Again, does it really matter? Does it really fucking matter? You put these on and your ears start to hurt because it's fatiguing because of some overly prominent high mids. Let's just say high mids. So again, people keep going back to these because they don't know where else to turn. And I see people say that they buy and sell this shit constantly. Like, I've owned like 5 pairs of these. I keep coming back to them. It's like when I bought 5 AT4040 microphones, because they sound natural, but there's something wrong with them. It's that 6.5 kilohertz stabbing peak, and you keep wanting to get rid of them because of that, but you keep going back to that that microphone because it sounds transparent overall. And then the Rode NT1 came out, which doesn't have that stabbing peak, and then that was the real deal. So, but some people say the Rode NT1 sounds boring, but it is the best microphone you can get sub $1,000, and then you can upgrade to a TLM103. But anyway, I'm just, I make so many videos thinking about this stuff. I expend so much time and energy, and I feel like I went down. The funny thing is, my reviews for the Sennheiser headphones are accurate. In my reviews, but I overlooked that there's, some critical things about, this brand of headphones. And the thing is, I find them unusable for what I do, for critical listening. And it's hilarious because these are like the world's flattest headphones. They're supposed to be good for mixing and mastering. I can't even tell the differences between microphone audio samples. There's not enough information to extract from the sound of these headphones. These are beautiful headphones, but they are shit. Like, I was losing my shit the past couple of weeks. I did not know what to think. There was so much to think about, and I feel like I finally understand these headphones now. I've given them enough time. I've listened to. They're terrible. I don't enjoy listening to them, and I'm very confident about that now. I'm not changing my mind. The grass may not be greener at a lot of these other companies, but I find these unusable, and it is disappointing. I really wanted to like these headphones. I wanted these for a year, and I finally tried them, and they're dog shit. And the Philips 9500s I was using were more useful than these. It's a disappointment to me. I didn't want to have to say this shit, but it's true.